Howdy, cruisers. In today's episode of Under the Covers with yours truly, we have to talk about cruise ship entertainment, but specifically how clip shows have basically ruined cruise ship entertainment. Yes, I said this before, but pretty much every show on every cruise ship these days, with very few exceptions, which we should all appreciate, are just clip shows. Just they take popular songs or clusters of songs and they have singers and dancers performing to them, and that's it. They're all the same. They are incredibly predictable, and it's getting out of hand because you've seen one, you've seen them all. Here on Norwegian, they're really hyping up the Prince and the Revolution, or the Revolution with Prince blah blah blah. I went last night and it was just another clip show. There's really nothing special about it. MSC does the same thing with ABBA, and some other cruise line has the same thing with Donna Summer. And yeah, I mean, if you are a fan of Prince, I suppose it would be enjoyable. But other than that, you know, I remember, and this is particularly bad on Norwegian because they used to have the best, well, let's see. Yeah, they used to be top tier with entertainment. I remember on Norwegian ships, I've seen, I saw Priscilla, Queen of the Desert on Norwegian Epic, Jersey Boys, Choir of Men, I think those were both on Encore, Kinky Boots was on Encore, Jersey Boys and Choir of Men was that on Escape? Or, okay, it doesn't really matter. I saw all these shows on Norwegian, and now they don't offer them anymore. It's just clip shows. And, you know, I'm sorry, Norwegian, you can hype up, you know, whatever you're doing, but it's just another clip show. So, yeah, that's how it went. When I say we need to give credit where credit is due, you know what? I am going to 100 points to Royal Caribbean for not taking the easy way out, not taking the cheap way out. What they're doing with the effectors is something that no other cruise line is doing. Well, the one-ish, but that's a very, very special case. But Royal Caribbean is investing in their own IP. They're creating their own story. They're creating their own universe, their own characters with the effectors, and they're putting them on multiple ships. It's not that they just made one show and, you know, let it on, where did we see that first? Odyssey of the Seas, wasn't it? Then Wonder of the Seas, it's on Icon of the Seas, it's on Utopia of the Seas, and in different forms too. They have the stage show, and then they have the promenade show, using all of the same characters. And yes, I have made fun of the lyrics, right? As campy as they are, they're trying. They're doing something different. But what are all these other cruise lines doing? With one exception, of course. Clip shows. Yeah, they're just a collection of songs with singers and dancers. So, yeah, I mean, it's getting really disappointing. I did not see any show on MSC World America because that's pretty much exactly what I would have expected. And this is exactly what they did. Now, I will say again, MSC, they throw money at it, right? So when MSC did ABBA, they had 20 plus cast members on stage performing. So, yeah, at least they go big. At least they go big. But here, on, where are we? Norwegian Aqua, it was a normal cast. So, and I know why they do this. It's because it's cheap. Yeah, it's cheap. They pay the license. You know, they pay a production company to, you know, do some dance numbers, and that's it. They have a cheap show. And it shows. You know, they don't want to license the actual good Broadway shows anymore. They're not doing what Royal Caribbean is doing and investing in their own property. And let's be honest, nobody can do what Disney does, right? So, yeah. Well, anyway, what can we do about it? Honestly, tell people, put it in the survey. Really seriously, tell the cruise lines, the entertainment, just down the scale and say, we don't like clip shows. Do something original. Bring back the Broadway shows. Why not? They did it before. Do it again. You know what? The cruise experience is more than as cheap as the cruise lines can make it. Now, by the way, I do want to say, and I said this before, there is a difference, and I know the difference between the show and the cast, right? The show is what the cruise line pays the production company to come up with. right? Those are basically the entertainment bureaucrats. They go, they pick the songs, they do the arrangements, they choreograph the dance moves, and they build the technical infrastructure of the stage and the lighting and everything like that. So that is the show. And then the performers are brought in to perform the show. The performers are always awesome. Always awesome. I met one of them yesterday or the day before. I saw her on stage and she rocked. She belongs on Disney Fantasy playing Anna, right? Not in a clip show. So it really does a disservice to the cast to put them in a clip show, right? So, yeah. What can we do? Yeah, like I said, just put it in the survey or don't go to the shows. And tell them. If they say, oh, you're going to go to the show, just be like, no, why do I just want to go see them sing songs? I can hear that on the radio. You can get that on YouTube. So, yeah. That's it. Clip shows are ruining cruise entertainment. So, yeah, if you want good cruise entertainment, well, we're running out of options. You have Royal Caribbean with the Effectors, and they still have a number of Broadway shows on, like, the Hairspray on Symphony and a few others. And of course, again, to mention, the unassailable, really, there's no catching them, king of cruise ship entertainment, Disney. Yes. So those are your options. You got two. I would have included Margaritaville Paradise, because at least they were using Escape to Margaritaville, the Broadway show about Jimmy Buffett, but they don't do that anymore. It's very disappointing. Margaritaville, you can fix that. Yeah. So there we go. That's my suggestion after seeing The Revolution last night. Okay, well, if you are on board, and I know some of you are, don't be shy. And this time, I finally get to say, oh, this is the first time I get to say, I have seen you on board.